Welcome back, guys, to the next episode, and I'm pretty excited about this one because we're beginning my favorite grind of the series, which is working towards 15 smithing, and we're really going to work at it now. So, what's the first step? Well, I'm going to be heading straight to skeletons with this gear. We got a decent inventory of food, and I am going to be using strength attack style until I hit 52 strength, because at that point, I'll hit 8s in any attack style. So, I think this is the plan. Right when I get to skeletons, basically I'm aggroed for a certain amount of time, so any skeleton in this area will attack me on sight. But I do have Crumble Undead now, which means I can effectively have a ranged method of attacking these guys and aggroing them from a distance, or just killing them. So this works quite well. Even though I don't really have magic gear, I do damage. Ow. Of course. See, they really like to attack you, and it's always the wrong one too, because only the round shield ones actually have good drops. Oh, look at that staff bash. But anyway, that's how we're going to start things off, with some magic until we lose aggro in the area, and at that point we can kind of easily melee the specific skeleton that we want to attack. Man, the first part of the trip is always so tight inventory-wise. I don't know who this dude is, but I had to drop my black shield to make room. Hello there, mister. So we'll pay... Are you kidding me? He just grabbed my black shield. That's not worth anything. Why? No. Wait, no. Well, I guess going to Ice Giants was worthless now, because we lost the mace and the shield. Oh well, that's sad. Rest in peace, Black Shield. You will be remembered. Now I have to walk all the way over here to get a new shield. That is just unfortunate. I was just dropping it temporarily, like, while I was kind of juggling inventory space. I was going to pick it back up, so I wasn't trashing it. That's just sad. I don't know why he wanted to pick that up. It's so low value. Well, guys, I think we're going to be here for a very long time. I estimate that it'll take between 20 to 30 hours to actually complete Phase 1. Now, that is just an estimate, but it is based on some tests, so I expect around that time range to complete this task. Here's a neat milestone, exactly 100,000 strength XP. I think we've hit exactly 50,000 in a stat before. I can't remember which one, but it's neat to see it again. Of course, most experienced RuneScape players know that around 100,000 experience is level 50. So we just got level 50 strength, and that is actually our first level 50 skill. I'm going to go for 2 more levels, because at that point we'll be able to hit 8s on any attack style, and we can start training attack and defense up. A 2-bar trip this time, a bit lackluster. I would have liked 3 or 4. Well, let's see what to pick here. I think we're going to go for the helmets. And with that, we get 4 smithing, which actually unlocks bronze swords. Yeah, not really the most exciting smith for us, but hey, it's nice to see progress and actually unlocking new aspects to this skill. Later on, when we're into the steel or mithril tier, unlocking new types of metal recipes will be pretty important for the account. 42 magic. That means 1 more level until we've unlocked superheat item, but sadly, our mining level is not even close for that spell to be useful, but it will be nice to have that ready for the future. I missed the level up as I tend to do, but we just got 34 prayer, which unlocks incredible reflexes. And that's a really nice prayer, because 15% attack bonus really matters when you're fighting stuff with high defense. So we'll probably use that when we're prey flicking demons and such in the future. Oh, 3-bar trip, guys. That is the biggest trip I've had so far. Oh, that's monumental. That is 37.5 smithing XP, which is like half of a level up at this point. Yeah, let's make some swords, since those are the most recent recipe we've unlocked. Still got a long way to go to level 5, but that certainly helps the progress quite a bit to get such a big trip. 50 cooking, 5 to go. And there it is, 52 strength. That means we can switch to training attack or defense, since we'll be able to hit 8s in either style. So we probably won't be training strength for a long time now, because it's going to be so many levels until the dex specs hit. It might even be worth just waiting until I have access to the mithril scimitar from smithing training before I even bother with training up. So next goal, probably 45 attack and defense, and then we'll go to 50 attack and defense, and so on and so forth until we're done with the grind. Another 3-bar trip. Just listen to how satisfying this sound is. It reminds me when I was a kid, I would go to the Dwarven mine and superheat item on the ores I would mine and bring them to the anvil. That was an absolute blast. There's some random dude power mining here at the Edgeville skeleton area. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something. I hope I'm not boring y'all with like my attack training stuff. You know, when I switch from training attack to defense to strength, etc. But it's really important to this account because I have to kind of keep track of what skills are the most optimal to train. Because, you know, I could just do the stupid thing and just train strength up to like 70 and never train attack past 20 since I'm only wielding mithril. But, you know, it is important to actually plan out these things. So I try to give you guys the rundown of the reasoning why I keep switching attack styles, because I want to be as efficient as possible with my training. Since we have terrible weaponry, the more efficient I could be, the better, really. I just got an uncut diamond from a skeleton. That's crazy. I think that's the first one I've seen on this account. I'm pretty sure, at least. So that's crazy. Those are very rare. Whew. That was like an hour-and-a-half trip for these 3 bars. But with that, we get 5 smithing, which gives us access to bronze scimitars. How useful. You just need about 50 more levels until we can make a mithril scimitar. Not that much to go, of course. Rounding off our stats with 50 hit points. That is now the 3rd stat of mine to break into the 50s. 50 attack. And 35 prayer. I would have liked more than 2 bars this trip, but this is a special occasion because this is the first time we can make a weapon out of 2 bars at one time. So smithing is now twice as fast. The macro efficiency is kicking in full force. We are now saving those ticks every single trip. Now, it's an inconsequential amount of time saved, but it is really neat to think that I'm actually able to smith multi-bar weapons and armor now. With this pizza, we get... Oh, of course. I forget that the level up pizza always burns. Let's try that again. Take 2. That's just sad. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. You know, it's the little things like level ups that keep me sane out here in the wilderness. So it hurts when things like that happen. But we got 51 cooking now, and that means only 4 levels to go until anchovy pizzas, and those will be fun to test out. I am likely going to do some fishing training after phase 1 ends, so we can prep for anchovy pizzas whenever I get the cooking level to actually make them. 48 defense, and guess who missed the level up again? Oh my gosh. Look at the amount of bronze bars in inventory right now. That is double what we've gotten in previous trips. RNG has come to our aid in time of need. I cannot wait to smith this and see how much XP we get. Wow, I must say it is super encouraging to get big trips like that. It really makes me want to just keep going and going. In fact, we only need like 4 more trips of this size, so 24 bars, until we have completed phase 1. So 24 more bars, guys. That's it. And an average of 3 per trip, that is only 8 trips. But of course, if we get lucky, it can be even faster. Ooh, a genie. It has been a long time since I've seen one of those. Definitely going to put that on mining right now. Thankfully, I've lost aggro in the area, so I won't be disturbed. Only 1 more lamp until 6 mining. Alright guys, you ready for this? This is what I call extreme leveling. Level 50 defense. I didn't miss the level up this time. And that is not all. I also have 2 other level ups here. This gives us 43 magic, which gives us access to superheat item. And last but not least, 1 more bone. 36 prayer, and that means 1 more level until we have access to a protection prayer, which is really neat. In fact, protect from magic at 37 prayer is actually sort of useful because I can use it to stay at dark wizards indefinitely, which is really nice. And particularly if a level 20 dark wizard aggroes me, I can use that against him and basically prevent all damage. Another 3-bar trip, and in fact, we're actually going to level up here to level 6 with that bar, so that means 2 more levels until we completed phase 1. I must admit that I am looking forward to the break between phase 1 and 2 because getting these bars is a very tedious process. It is probably about 2 bars every hour, which is what I estimated, and it's not getting much faster, but oh well. Hold on, this is a back-to-back genie. This is the next random event after the last genie. Like, there was nothing between it, and I just got a genie again. That is amazing. Talk about good luck for once. So with this lamp, we'll actually get 6 mining. So we're about on pace with smithing at the moment with mining. And I'm honestly surprised by that because I thought mining would take a bit longer. So maybe by the time we get 15 smithing, we'll be at about 15 mining. That's pretty neat. Oh man, a 1-bar trip. They're not much fun spending an hour and 15 minutes for a single bronze bar, but I guess it's progress nonetheless. Okay, this level up caught me by surprise. I had no idea it was this close. But we just got 52 cooking, so only 3 levels to go until we have access to anchovy pizzas. It will likely be during phase 2 when I unlock them, just at the pace I'm going, with pizzas per bars per trip, that sort of thing. So I won't see 55 cooking until then. Excuse me? Is that a 3rd genie back to back? I swear, I'm not lying. Like, this is 3 genies back to back to back. No other random events in between. I have never had this kind of luck before. That is amazing. At this pace, we'll be 15 mining by like the end of the week. Now, I doubt my luck's going to hold up much longer, but this is amazing. Love to see this many genies. Alright, a 4-bar trip. That is 50 XP in the bank. I will say I love that this account is so XP based because like once these bars hit the anvil, I cannot lose that progress even if I die, and I love that. So we only have about 200 XP to go, which is roughly 16 bars, until we've completed phase 1. This spot probably doesn't look familiar to you, does it? And there's a reason for that, because I haven't been killing skeletons here. But a person by the name of F2P Wildy UI, who is a fellow Wilderness Ultimate Iron Man like myself, has just informed me of something that just changes the bronze bar meta completely. So apparently one of the 2 skeletons I had been killing in that mine area did not have drops. Like I said, oh, both round shield skeletons have drops. That was completely false. Only one of them did. So basically half the skeletons I was killing had no drops. So basically now with this discovery, I should be getting around twice the bronze bar drop rate because I'll only be killing this skeleton just south of the air obelisk for bronze bars. And he drops them. He actually has drops. So he's alone, so that means I don't have to worry about de-aggroing. And that alone saves me 15 minutes per trip because I don't have to waste my time killing other skeletons that don't have good drops. So this is huge. I mean, this is a massive discovery. I cannot thank this guy enough. Thank you so much, because this new method is going to take half the time of the previous one, which means we're going to be cutting an 80 to 90 hour grind down to like 40 hours, which is crazy. I'm super pumped, and honestly, I want to do some testing here and see how quickly we can finish up phase 1. So let's do it. The process is pretty simple here. The guy that told me about this recommended that I just sit at this one skeleton and kill him and world hop. And so far it's working out really well. I've gotten 2 bars from just 4 pizzas, which is crazy. I'm curious how many bars I'm going to get by the end of the trip, because at this rate I could end up with like 10 by the end of the trip, which is amazing. The only downside of this method is I am world hopping, and that basically prevents me from getting random events, which is a shame. So we will be sacrificing mining XP for this, but honestly, to cut out 40 hours of a grind, it's a no-brainer. Like, I'm just going to do it, because we'll eventually get the lamps and such to actually get 15 mining. But sacrificing random events to cut out 40 hours of a grind is the right decision. 37 prayer, which means protect from magic unlocked. That's really exciting. Hey, no peeking at the inventory. Save that for later. Don't want to spoil how many bars I've gotten so far. Alright, thank you for being patient. Now comes the big reveal. Let's see how many bars we got this trip. 10. 10 bronze bars. It's crazy. That's so many. That's 125 experience. That's more than half of what we have left remaining. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I just got really lucky that trip or if that's actually like the average, because that's amazing. So there's 7 smithing. Only 1 level to go until the end of phase 1. And honestly, with this new discovery, I feel like I could keep going, but we're going to take a break simply to prep for anchovy pizzas once we have the cooking level to make those. Oh, did I make it sound like 10 bars was a lot? Oh, that's pathetic compared to this. 14 bars. Okay, I think we're just getting really good luck because that's actually crazy. That is so much XP, and man, with this batch, we've done it. This is the end of phase 1. I can't believe it. I'll be completely honest in saying that I was getting very discouraged while getting those bronze bars. Hey, there's level 8. But with this new method discovered, I feel very energized that it's actually like possible, that it's not going to take me an insurmountable time to complete, and I can see results a lot faster, and that's really encouraging. So I even have some big bonus XP here to get towards the next phase. So we're like 100 XP closer to finishing phase 2, even though we haven't even started yet. But now it's time to start the break between phase 1 and 2. A well-deserved break, in my opinion, because it's probably been like 20 hours we've been on the grind so far. So I'm going to grab this fishing net, and we are actually going to train fishing up to like 25 or 30, somewhere around there. I just want to get fishing up to the point where I can catch anchovies at a reasonably fast rate so that it doesn't really slow us down during the grind, if that makes sense. We'll also be potentially hunting for some armor upgrades before we start back up on the grind, so that's kind of exciting. But I think this is where I'm going to end the episode for today. I wanted to cover everything in phase 1 from start to finish, and I've done that. Sorry the episode was a tad longer than usual, and hope it didn't lose your interest, but I had a blast making this one, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So see you in the next one.